We have some live visuals coming in of Prime Minister Modi. He's continuing his tour on with the UK PM Keir Starmer. We were being informed that earlier the Prime Minister was also interacting with the diaspora as well as with business owners in London. Ambassador Manju Seth also joins me on the broadcast. Ambassador Seth, I want to understand from your perspective, ma'am, beyond the immediate economic gains, we've heard both the Prime Ministers talk about why this deal is significant, especially the UK Prime Minister, who said that this is the most significant deal that the UK has signed in the post-Brexit era so far. What are the broader geopolitical implications in your reading, ma'am, of this FTA for India and the UK?
I think one or two things that we have to remember is that yes, post-Brexit, it is a very important agreement for the UK because it ensures, as Prime Minister Keir Starmer said, ensures jobs, ensures doubling of the trade, ensures much more investment coming into the UK and ease of business. And from the Indian point of view as well, opens up a lot of sectors. Especially for our small MSMEs, etc., labor-intensive sectors. So from both sides, it is a win-win situation. But if you, the second point is, as Prime Minister also said, that we have to ensure our domestic concerns, interests were also safeguarded, and this particular FTA, which it's sort of one-to-one quid pro quo. It is a broader. If you look at the whole agreement. It's called a Comprehensive Economic and Trade Trade Agreement. So it is not limited in its scope. It covers everything. Education is also covered, and some non-tariff barriers have been included. So social security aspect has been covered, and India has made it. And India has also made it a kind of focus. And a messaging, I think, to other countries as well, that this is what we would like in an FTA, which is mutually beneficial and not like what President Trump would like to have, irrespective of what your concerns are. We want this. So I think this is also a clear message to the US. I believe that the UK, which is also a very big market, it's an important player on the world stage, and it's an important partner for India and also for the US. But it has taken our concerns, our sensitivities on board in the agriculture sector, and in which we are very we have concerns. We are small farmers. We cannot allow that. And unfettered, and the GMOs that the US wants to, send into India. So I think it is something which we have to hold our ground. We don't know how the US FTA will pan out, but yes, in the UK FTA, we see that these concerns have been taken on board. The products that were of concern for us have been sort of not been covered or have been excluded, and areas of mutual benefit for both sides have been covered, giving both sides to say that it is we have won. So I think it's a win-win situation, and so it will also serve as a kind of template for other FTAs, or if you want to call it FTA or CETA, with other countries. And I believe that it also sends a message to to the EU to some extent. We are negotiating an FTA with the EU also. So I think there also. It'll be a kind of game changer in a way, where we can say that this is what our deadlines are, and this is how we would like to negotiate. In every FTA, there is give and take. It's not. It's only not what I want and what you want. It is, yes, you take some, I give some. That kind of approach underlines or underpins any negotiation. And I believe that this particular FTA CETA has achieved a very fine balance, and come up with a win-win situation for both sides.